Hey guys, it's Johnny. I've got a different kind of video for you today. In fact, it's not really much of a video at all, to be honest. It's more of a conversation that I had with my mate Mompsy. I just wanted to share with you because I'm really interested to know what you guys think about the things that we talk about. I'd love to hear your thoughts and get some discussion going down in the comments. So, a bit of context first. Infinity Ward released a huge patch 1.13 for Modern Warfare. It was well over 20 gigabytes, something like that, and it was supposed to fix a bunch of issues, add a few new things, and most of the things it didn't really fix, and it broke a whole bunch of new ones. And this got us talking about game-breaking patches, broken games, games as a service, this whole kind of idea of developers releasing broken, unfinished games. So at one point I mentioned a couple of prime examples of the issues that I'm talking about. So of course I mentioned Battlefield 5 at one point. Now, as it happens, the day I recorded this, DICE released a community broadcast sort of outlining the things that they are going to change to fix some of the issues that I talk about. So my information already isn't quite up to date, but the problems that I talk about still very much exist in that game. It's still relevant, so I've left that in, but that's just something to bear in mind. But with all that covered, I'll just let the rest of the video play out. Please do let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's the whole reason I've put this up. And do let me know if you enjoy this kind of video, these sort of discussions. Let me know if you'd like to hear more of them, or the sort of subjects that you'd like to hear us talk about. We can be serious every now and again. And of course, if you enjoy it, please do leave a like and consider subscribing if you'd like to see/hear more. Okay, alright, that's it from me. Take it easy, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Am I allowed to use these new loadout spots?
I think so.
I am, they're working. They didn't send me back to the main menu like they do to every other fucker by the sounds of it.
I think they sorted that out earlier, but yeah, lots of things don't work. I played a match and it definitely tracked one match of kills with my M14. So
not any others.
No, I've only done the one match, so far it's working.
I thought you meant you'd done a few matches and it was...
It keeps telling me that the filter for quick play is new. There's like a little green square and it won't go away.
Yeah, it's new because it's fucking working, bro.
Again, can't confirm that yet.
Cannot confirm.
No, I mean, I selected Team Deathmatch and Domination. It put me in the TDM, and then the next match was TDM. So I was like, whoa, is it still not working? We just don't know.
Wow. We can always live in hope, bro.
Yeah. Wouldn't be fucking surprised, though, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They like breaking this game. Do you know what, mate? When you said that, I think all developers are the same.
Well,
all of them.
I've never known
Respawn broke games.
Never known it as bad as this.
Games.
It's just insane, just how much shit is broken. And how I just keep hitching my wagon to these unfinished games. Like, it started with No Man's Sky. Pre-ordered that, got that, and we all know how that went down. It's, a lot has changed in 3 years, and it's just a phenomenal game now. But
3 years since that come out.
Yeah, 3 and a bit. If you have like a spare 50-something minutes, you should watch Internet Historian's video on No Man's Sky. He basically just covers the entire history of it, everything that happened. It's really, really good. Well worth a watch. He's had like 4 million views or something. Anyway, so many people have watched it that like No Man's Sky is getting a huge bump in popularity at the moment because people are coming back or going, oh, I will check this game out now. But yeah, that's worth a watch. But yeah, then I got fucking Battlefield 5, didn't it? That's just a shit show. I've uninstalled that. I don't play it anymore.
Oh, full on uninstalled.
Yeah, I stuck with it through all the shit. Like, just DICE being completely incompetent, fucking everything up with every patch, and just changing things that didn't need to be changed. They changed them back when everyone was pissed off, fine. And then they've done it again which you probably know. They've changed the TTK on that game, so everything just fires marshmallows, and it's absolute garbage. I mean, I've seen the words literally unplayable thrown around a lot, but it is literally unplayable. Is that when using your pistol is more effective than an SLR? Well, I'm sorry, I'm out. But that that's got more damage per second than like a G43. No, I'm not having that. And it just gets to the point where there's some guns that are just there's no point using them at all, because you're just at a huge disadvantage because they fire marshmallows and there's only 20 rounds in the mag. And there's other weapons which everybody uses. Like there's a new gun they released not so long ago, and basically everyone uses that now because it's the only way to get quick kills, because everything else takes about 10 rounds before anyone goes down. It's awful, and they just won't revert it, and they haven't released any communications or anything since before Christmas. They all went on like their fucking 3-week Christmas break. They dropped this game-breaking patch that basically ruined the game. Everyone had to relearn how to play the game because the TTK is completely different, and then they just fucked off for Christmas. I mean, you don't. That's like rule 1 of any kind of development. You don't do that.
They just disappear.
Yeah, and they haven't released a communication since, and they're just refusing to revert it. Like the community is in uproar. People are just abandoning the game left and right, and they just won't change it back. And this is after last year when they did this, and everyone absolutely hated it. They saw the things, people just weren't playing it anymore, and so they changed it back and said, okay, yeah, that was an experiment, it didn't work, don't worry, we won't do that again. And a year later they did exactly the same thing, and so I'm done with that game. I'm sick of them.
I thought there would have been another one this year. I thought they were a yearly release thing.
No, with Battlefield it's like every 2 or 3, but apparently they've confirmed there's going to be no new Battlefield till 2021.
That'll win new generation, and next gen consoles.
To be honest, I mean, I'm done with it. I played Battlefield 1, that had its share of problems, but overall that was a brilliant game because it wasn't fucking rushed out. Like the release schedule, or like, you know, the amount of time they had to make Battlefield 5 was so much less than Battlefield 1, and it shows because the game's just still an unfinished mess. Nope.
It's madness how they can still
that's my rant over.
Do that and get away with it.
It's unbelievable. And then, I mean, this game's good. This game's great. But again,
it's a little bit broken.
Yeah, and you can tell there's so much stuff that they can get away with just adding later and pretending that it's part of this live service, and really it's all stuff that in the olden days that would have been in the game at the start.
Yeah.
Like this game, clearly there are things in here that aren't finished.
But most games are like that now. They ship out an unfinished game, and
yeah, and it's not okay. I hate this era of live service that we're in. It's bullshit. I mean, games like Fortnite and things, they can get away with it because it's free to play.
Yeah, if I've just went out and spent fucking 60 quid on a game,
yeah,
I want the full fucking game.
I don't want to be paying another 20 quid for a fucking gun skin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind them putting these gun skins in so I can unlock them. I'm down with that.
I don't even mind them being paid, but just make them a reasonable price considering what we've already paid.
Wow, yeah.
Because it's not like we buy map packs now for 20 quid a pop anymore, is it? So
just buy a fucking gun skin for 20 quid a pop.
I don't mind the cosmetics, just make them a reasonable price. If it was a fiver even, yeah, fine, I'll do that. I'm much more likely to drop a fiver every now and again than, however much the latest bundles are. 2,400 coins, what is that, about?
15 quid, I think, 16 quid.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Just not going to do it.
No, it's not. I wouldn't even buy one of them a month.
Yeah, and again, with Fortnite, you can get away with it because you haven't paid for the actual game. So
I put so much money into Fortnite, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was a free game.
Same.
Every time I brought stuff, I thought, well, it's a free game, it's not really costing me anything.
Yeah.
And then 500 quid later, or whatever it was.
And because they were quite savvy by still keeping it in beta, saying they can update it every week. Whereas, I mean, look at this. We've waited for over a month for a patch for this game. It's fucking trash.
Mm-hmm.
What have we got? A crossbow and some custom slots. Everything else is broken. Yeah, thanks.
Cheers for that game.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, you're going to invite me into your lobby?
Yeah. I was waiting for an invite off you.
Oh, no. I went for you because
but you were ranting. You
I
were having your rant, so I just thought I'll let him fucking carry on. Seems like he needs it.
Oh, I do. No, I went for you because I get put in bot lobbies then. It's great.
I knew you were going to say bot lobby. I knew that's what you were going to say.